this is Dave with NTI Online, and today I'm going to walk you through servicing the condensate trap on your TRX boiler. This video is specifically going to apply to the TRX 85, the 110 Combi, the 120 heat only, which I have in front of me here, and also the 150 Combi. The process is going to be similar for other condensate traps, but today we're going to concentrate just on this one. Next up, I'm going to show you the underneath of the appliance so we can show you how to service it. So prior to servicing the condensate trap, it's a good idea to turn the gas off and then to just unplug the appliance from the wall just to make sure it doesn't try and fire up while we're in the process of servicing it. Next, you're going to reach up, find your condensate trap here. These have a gray plastic clip, and if you pull that, you can sort of pry that off there, and then we can clean the rest of the trap out. And as you can see there, a little bit of water comes out. Unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about that based on the way this trap is designed. So what I recommend doing is have something to catch some water and some paper towel, and that way you can take care of that. So we're going to get rid of this plastic clip. Okay, so in the bottom here, you're going to get a collection of dirt. Hopefully you can see that it's somewhat translucent. This one's actually very clean because it's a training boiler and doesn't get used a lot. So I'm going to dump out the excess water, and basically you're going to take this to the kitchen sink, rinse out all the heavy, thick debris. If you need to, take some paper towel and wipe out any greasy, slimy residue, which will sometimes build up in these. That will potentially cause problems with them clogging up. It's a good idea to flush a little bit of water down through the condensate tubing, just in case there's any clogs there. Once you're happy that this is sufficiently clean, you line it up in here, give it a quarter turn, and that's going to hold it in place. Now, something to watch out for when you disassemble this, and hopefully this comes through on the camera, inside here, or on the outside, is a fine rubber O-ring. That's what seals the trap. In rare cases, I've seen it where when I go to reassemble this, that O-ring will get pinched or pulled up on one side, and that will prevent your condensate trap from sealing properly. So just observe that O-ring when you go to reassemble it. If you're having trouble at all with it, one thing you can try is a little bit of silicone or O-ring safe grease. Put a light smear along that O-ring. That will condition the O-ring as well as making it easier to reassemble, and it will help to seal it up a little bit. So this one's going together nicely, so we're just going to reassemble that. We're going to grab our plastic clip, stick that on the bottom here, and that shoves up in place until it snaps, and then you reconnect your drain. You have a couple of options here. In most cases, you're just going to turn the appliance back on, and when you have the TRX 150 or the 85 110 like we have here, this trap does not have a check ball in it, so all you have to worry about is that you collect enough condensate to seal the trap. So it's a good idea to run the boiler for about 4 or 5 minutes at a lower temperature if possible, and wait for a little bit of condensate to collect. Once you've got about 1 inch of condensate in there, you're safe to leave the boiler alone, and you've serviced the trap. Now that you have your condensate trap reassembled, it's a good idea to pre-charge it with water. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. One of the preferred ways would just be to pour some water down the exhaust. It doesn't take much, maybe a cup of water. You could also loosen the bleed valve here. What that's going to do is allow water from the system to enter the condensate trap. Generally not my preferred method because you are bleeding a bit of system water, which means fresh water, fresh minerals, fresh corrosion. And of course, if you're using glycol, it means you're going to charge your trap with glycol, which will work, but not ideal. Better yet is to go into the menu here, and we're going to go down to the test mode, press enter, go into burner test, go into your minimum power, start the test, give the boiler a call for heat, and just allow it to run for 5 or 6 minutes till you get just about 1 inch of water in the trap. Once you have 1 inch of water in there, you're good to go. Hopefully you find that helpful, and as always, if you have any questions, give us a call at tech support at 800-688-2575.
Thanks for watching the video today. If you'd like to check out more videos, see the link below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for all the future updates. And also check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram.